Round 2, fight!
Now that that's all unboxed, let's go over a quick rundown what all's going on this 4Runner this time. So first we've got the Backwoods Adventure mods, highlight with full guard bumper. So that's a steel winch cradle and a crash bar, I guess you want to call it. And then they use an aluminum fascia or whatever you want. So and the thing only weighs like 86 pounds or something total. And then we are going to try and fit the Badlands 12,000 pound winch with the synthetic cable. We got some brackets here that reinforce the steel winch cradle right here that reinforce it to the frame for if you're actually going to use it as a winch. Some hardware, more hardware. Got a kit of stuff I put together using some Badlands stuff and Rhino USA. Basically it's a snatch rope and recovery point and everything for his receiver hitch, tree saver, and all that kind of stuff to kind of go along with the winch. We did a Snowbound Customs washer reservoir relocation, or whatever you want to call it. It takes that washer reservoir out from behind the bumper. Since this bumper cuts so high up on the sides, the washer reservoir hangs down. Now they sell a skid plate to cover it, but the customer decided they wanted that nice aluminum fabricated job to move it out from inside the fender well to begin with, or all together. Then we did a Big 7 kit from Jeep Cables, I think jeepcables.com or toyotacables.com, I think now, since it's a Toyota. Did the 0 gauge because we are planning on doing a winch and he wants to do some upgrades with other lighting and stuff. We got a set of amber fog lights to go again in this Backwoods bumper. The aluminum skid plate from the Backwoods bumper, or attaches to the Backwoods bumper. It says it is compatible with the factory steel one, but not the factory or OEM TRD aluminum skid plate. So you might double check that and we're gonna find out for sure if it's compatible with the steel skid plate. Did a 40-inch single light bar to go on the Backwoods Drifter roof rack. So the roof rack is gonna be a full length with all the cross rails and everything. And then it also is gonna get a set of rear lights in white, just flood, just for backup or general illumination. So this thing should be lit up pretty well and set up for going out in the middle of nowhere, I guess. So let's get started. Well, I stopped the video and then forgot to restart it as I took off the upper grill. I wanted to get that out of the way because this mount for the winch I think is going to be too heavy for me to handle by myself with the winch installed. So I'm going to go ahead and put the mount on here. Then I'm going to set the winch in here and hope that it fits. It has not been a verified fit that the Badlands 12,000 will fit this winch cradle. So let's cross our fingers and hope that it does.
True.
in the middle of the thrash, I kind of forgot to record. So turns out we had the wrong bumper parts, and I'll explain that in another, maybe a video or short at some point. But went ahead and pulled the upper grill and everything out so I could put in the Snowbound Customs windshield washer reservoir. Pretty simple, pretty simple to get out, other than getting the factory one out of there, if I can spit it out. The factory wiring all reaches, just have to unclip it from the holder here. I'll tie all this up, make it nice and neat before I put it all together. Swapping out the pumps in there, all the plumbing still fits. Build it back up, clears just fine. Had to pull this bracket up just a little bit to clearance it, just so it didn't rub. Other than that, it fits great. I would, very cool looking too.
Stay tuned for part 3.